Hi everyone, this is Laura Christine from Kitchen Garden Expert, and today is another episode in Garden Inspiration. Today we're going to be planting bulbs for spring blooms, so stay tuned. Alright, here we have our supplies for what we're going to be doing today. So, speaking of bulbs, this is a daffodil bulb. Got some daffodils, I've got some tulips. Tulips always have that point, kind of looks like a tulip bloom. And then I also have some allium. This is in the onion family, and these guys are little teeny tinies. So I'm going to be planting all of those. I usually just use a hoe and dig a hole that way. Here's some bulb fertilizer, and you put this in the hole, and this is a continuous feeder. It will feed the bulb here in the fall and then throughout the winter, and then it'll also help in the springtime when they start to send up shoots for their blooms. And then this is really cool. This is called Jasper Lee Soapworks. It's Jasper Lee soap. And I use the citronella and the tea tree, and I'm going to grate this. And I just get a basic grater, and I'm going to put it in the soil with the bulbs, and then I'm going to put it on top of the soil. And the whole purpose in that is to keep the squirrels away so that they won't dig up my tulips or my daffodils or any of these bulbs. So let's get to planting now that you see my supplies. Okay, the first thing I need to do is to get the soil ready to plant. And I've dumped a bunch of soil on top of an old garden here, and I'm at my client's house, so they wanted some tulips just on the edge of an old garden. So I'm planting this right in front of some oregano. So here we go. It's pretty loose. Sorry about the barking dog. He's always barking at me. That's a neighbor dog. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, I've got 10 bulbs of each kind, and I'm going to do them in groups of 3 or 4. So I'm just basically these will be for the tulips, which is right here. And when you plant a tulip bulb, let me show you, you put it into the ground and you push and twist. That way you will not get, the tulip bulb will not get water underneath it, and it won't sit in water and then rot. But before we do that, let us add some fertilizer. Alright, so I would categorize these bulbs as smaller bulbs. They say about a half a teaspoon. I'm just going to guesstimate it. So, that bottom of my holes. I'm going to give you a view. Okay, and the next thing I will do is fix the camera. And I will push and twist. Twist. Basically, I'm going to cover these up. Actually, I forgot one thing. I forgot my soap. So I'm going to sprinkle some soap that I've grated. And this was the Jasper Lee soap. It's tea tree and citronella. I'm going to actually, in these guys, sprinkle a few of the shavings on the bulbs. Once I get those guys covered, we'll sprinkle it on top also. The next thing I'm going to do is actually pile more dirt on top of these bulbs, because generally for a bulb like this tulip, they say to put it in the ground and get it buried about 3 times the height of the bulb. So it needs to be under the ground about that much, and we're only about here, so I'm going to put some more soil on top. Pretty easy. And that basically is it. I'm going to do the same process for the daffodils and for the allium, and we will be having, hopefully, some spring blooms here. And in this, in the Midwest, we usually have spring blooms in the end of February, beginning of March. So I hope this was helpful for you. I apologize for the dog in the background. It's a neighbor dog that's barking. But this is just a little tutorial on how to plant bulbs for your spring blooms. You can reach out to us at kitchengardenexpert.com. Have a great gardening day. Bye-bye.